Hi and welcome to all of you in part 2 of finite and non-finite verbs. Friends, in the previous part, we had understood that finite verb gets affected by three things: time, number, and the third is place. Just to revise, we will see once again that those verbs which get affected by time, like the tense of this is changed, so this verb is also changed. Therefore, this is finite verb. And painting is not changed, therefore painting is non-finite verb. In this sentence also, he plays to enjoy. Plays has become play when we change the number of the subject. And the third one was that when you change the person, like you is the second person and she is third person singular, then also go is changed. But there is no effect on the verb swimming. Therefore, those verbs which changes as per time, number, person is called finite verb, and the rest of the verbs which do not get affected are called non-finite verbs. And there are three non-finite verbs, that is gerund, participle and infinitive. So let us see in detail what are the gerunds. Gerunds function as noun in the sentence. It is formed by adding ing with the verb, and therefore if anything is working as noun, then it will function as either subject of the verb, object of the verb, or object of the preposition. Costs is a finite verb, so it is working as a subject of the verb. This is verb and we have added ing with it. Hunting tiger is dangerous is a finite verb because it gets changed as per time, number and person. We have discussed in part 1. So hunting, hunt plus ing. It is working as noun here. Flying makes me nervous. Makes is a finite verb. So it is a subject of the verb flying. John enjoys spending his holidays. Object of the verb. I like writing in English. Object. For workout, I love running. Love is a verb and running is a object. Adil keeps traveling. Now object of prepositions. These all are prepositions at, in, on, by, and they are their objects. So number 1, you can check the position that whether they are coming in this category or not. Number 2, we can see whether these verbs are having ing with them. Number 3, we can also check whether they are working as noun or not. These 3 points will help you finding out whether they are gerund or not. Friends, we have learned that gerund work as a noun. Now we will see that participle are of two kinds, present participle and past participle. Present participles also end with ing form and gerund also end with ing form. But the difference is that present participles work as either the continuous tense or as an adjective. They don't work as a noun. Have a look at the tense chart to know what are the continuous tense. In this chart, we can see that all the continuous tenses are having the ing form of verb. Here, here, and in this tense. Present, past, and future uses the ing form of verb, and perfect continuous tenses are also using ing form. Therefore, eating here will be participle verb. Here also eating will be participle verb because they are the verbs that are ending with ing form. We can have a look at this chart also. These are the continuous tense and we can see that all are ending with the ing form of verb. The old man is distributing sweets. In this, distributing will be the participle verb and is the finite verb. The old man was distributing, was is finite verb and distributing is non-finite verb, participle form of verb. In this sentence, we can see that is changed. Here it's is, here it's was, and here it's will be. But distributing is not getting affected. Therefore, one thing is clear that this is non-finite verb. But which kind of verb is this? If this is used in continuous tense, it's a part of a continuous tense, then this will be present participle tense. So two examples are given here of the same. She is smiling a lot. He was driving fast. Smiling and driving both are participle verbs, present participle verbs because they are used in continuous tense. And second, they are used in adjectives. Let us see what the adjectives are. This is a clip from adjectives where we had learned that adjectives are those words which describe or modify a noun or pronoun. Examples were like my mother is gentle and intelligent. So these both words are describing mother. Ananya is a happy girl. Happy is describing girl. A week has 7 days. The word 7, which is an adjective, is modifying the noun days. This box is very heavy. This and heavy both are adjectives because they are modifying the noun which is box. So those words which modify or describe a noun are called adjectives. So these are the two examples where present participle is working as adjective. The crying baby had a wet diaper. The burning log fell off the fire. Baby is a noun here and log is a noun here. These two words are modifying the nouns, therefore they are adjectives. So these are those verbs which are having ing form of verb but they are working as adjective in the sentence. So it is clear that present participle form of verb does the two main function in the sentence, that is it is used in continuous tense. Second, it is used as an adjective. In these sentences, these are not working as continuous tense because is/rm is missing here, but they are working as adjective. Now let's see the other subcategory of participle, that is past participle. To know about them, I want to show you three forms of verb chart. Friends, we have discussed in tense video lectures that irregular and regular verbs are those in which the formation of second and third verb is different, because the second and third form of verb is different in this, whereas the second and third form of regular verbs are just by made using ed with the verb. And we had also learnt that these verbs are named as base form, past tense, past participle and present participle. So today we are talking about these two sections. These two verbs are participle verbs. They are third form of verb. This is past participle, this is present participle. Wherever you are using continuous tense, that will be present participle. Wherever you are using third form of verb, that will be past participle verb. Let's see the examples now. It mostly ends with D, en or ed because all the third form of verb ends with these alphabets. Past participles of verbs are used to create perfect tenses or adjectives. Now friends, we all know that in perfect tenses, third form of verb is used. Let's have a look. This is present perfect, this is past perfect and future perfect. We can see that in all the perfect tenses, third form of verb is used. And what is that third form of verb? That is visited, here got, watered, left, seen. They all are past participle verbs. Whereas have, has and have here, these all are finite verbs. We will see two examples here. He has gone there. I have completed my work. This is perfect tense. Therefore, gone, which is the third form, is past participle, and here also I have completed my work. Completed is third form, therefore it is participle verb. Participles also function as adjectives. He ate a boiled egg. So boiled word is modifying the noun egg. So this is adjective. Driven by the rain we stopped. Driven is modifying the pronoun we, therefore it is adjective. So past participle does us two functions. First, it is used in perfect tenses, and second, it is used as adjective. Now let us see that what are the infinitives. Infinitive is easiest to learn because they begin with to plus verb. They work in the sentence as a noun, adjective or adverbs. If any verb is beginning with to, then that will be infinitive. Like to exercise daily is a healthy habit. To stay here is difficult. Everyone wanted to go. I don't want to eat pizza. Her ambition is to become a doctor. She is a person to admire. He gave me a chair to sit. All the verbs are coming after to, so they are infinitives. Now let's solve some exercises. In this exercise, verbs are already marked and we have to mark them with finite or non-finite. Non-finite verbs are of three kinds: gerund, participle, infinitive. Gerund uses ing form which is used as noun. Participle also ends with ing form or ed or en. It is used as an adjective or continuous tense or perfect tense. And infinitive is to plus verb. It's used as noun, adjective or adverb. I told him to stop shouting. So told is finite verb as it can be changed into tell if it is converted into present tense, and stop is to plus stop, so it is infinitive. So we are writing infinitive here only in place of non-finite verbs so that the kinds are also clear. I was out shopping all day. Was can be changed into were if the subject is changed, but shopping will remain same. Was is finite verb. It is ending with ing, so out of gerund and participle we have to find out which one is it. This is continuous tense. I was out shopping. Was and shopping is coming in one sentence, so this is present participle. I am planning to pass my all test. Am is finite as am can be changed into is if the subject is changed into he, but planning and pass will not change. Like he is planning to pass, they are planning to pass. So only am will be changed. Therefore, they both are non-finite. Now which non-finite? This is continuous tense. So it is clear it is participle. And pass is to plus verb, so it is infinitive. Breaking the barrier is impossible. This is not a participle because it is not telling the quality of any noun. Second, it is not continuous tense or it is not also perfect tense, so it is gerund. Now, how it is gerund? Breaking the barrier. This complete is the subject of the verb is. We had discussed that gerund works as a subject of the verb. So, breaking the barrier will be the subject of is. So, in both the ways, it's confirmed that this is gerund. She likes to dance in the rain. Likes is finite verb and to dance infinitive. I want to learn English fast. Want finite verb. To plus verb infinitive. Your blue coat needs washing. Needs finite. It can be changed as per needed, but washing will remain same. This is working as an object of this verb. Needs is a verb here and it is working as object, so it is gerund. Put on these running shoes. Put is finite verb. This is imperative sentence. Running shoes telling the quality of shoe. So it is working as adjective, therefore participle. He was quick to see the point. Was finite verb. It can be changed into is or were if there is any change in time, number or person. So finite verb. Whereas see is infinitive because it is added with to. Let's do the next exercise. I went away seeing the old man. Went is finite verb. All the tensed verbs are called finite verbs which can be changed as per time, number and person. Seeing the old man. Seeing is telling the quality of I. I went away seeing the old man. So this is participle. Laughing is the best medicine. Laughing is a gerund. It is working as a subject of the verb. Is a finite verb. He was rejected by his family. Was finite verb. Because it's a main verb, it can be changed into were. If we will write they here, but rejected will remain same. So rejected will be participle because rejected is telling the quality of he, which is a pronoun. After arriving at school, the team will go. Participle and will is finite verb. Go is also finite verb because they both can be changed as per number, time and person. Reading makes a perfect man. Reading is a gerund as it is the object of the verb. Makes is a finite verb. To find fault with other is easy. To plus verb, it means infinitive and is a finite verb. He saw a kite flying high. Saw is finite whereas flying is telling the quality of a kite. So participle. Spending time on gadget is a sheer wastage of time. Here also gerund because this whole is working as the subject of the verb. So gerund and finite verb. Friends, to understand this topic more clearly, you can visit my website to attempt more worksheets. Thanks for watching. Stay connected.